Hello adventurers and welcome to Heidel Ball in Heidel. We're here at Beynac-et-Cazenac, the true inspiration for our beloved city. We hope you're excited as we're about to kick off Heidel Ball in 2024. Let's go! Let's go! It takes a while, you know. Let him cook, let him cook. Hello adventurers from across the globe, my name is Sia Mendlave and I welcome you to this momentous occasion. Welcome to Heidel Ball 2024 live in Beynac-et-Cazenac. Heidel, in the real world. Thank you. Yeah, nice, nice. This year marks 10 years of Black Desert, and a milestone that could not have been achieved without the dedication and passion of you, our adventurers. We are excited to share this moment with you, and we hope you're looking forward to all the things we've prepared for today. And now, I'm sure you've all had enough of me talking, so join me in welcoming to the stage the executive producer of Black Desert, Jae-hee Kim, and our interpreter, CM Alejandro.
안녕하세요. 검은상어 총괄 프로듀서 김재입니다. 반갑습니다.
Hello, I'm Jae Kim, executive producer of Black Desert, and I'm CM Alejandro.
I'd like to take a seat. Let's go. Okay, thanks for joining with us now. And how are you finding Castle Beynac in France?
네, 정말 충격받았고요.
It was quite a shock.
와 보니까 상상 이상이었어요. 성의 디테일 하나하나에
Every brick and details of this castle was just blowing him away. And I could see, almost see the Moretti farm and Delphi Castle near here. I could feel like Calphionian soldiers will invade this land in any minute.
저는 물론이고 이제 모험가 여러분들도 여기 되게 특별하게 느껴지실 장소에 이제 그 프랑스 베이냐게 와서 모험가 여러분과 함께 이렇게 만나는 게 정말 꿈만 같고요. 오늘 사실 마을
So it's beyond imagination. I'm sure all of our adventurers can feel that this is such a special place. Meeting with you all here at Chateau de Beynac. Is that right? France feels like a dream come true.
Okay, so I'm curious, how did Beynac inspire the creation of Heidel? Could you tell us more about it?
네, 이건 아마 제가 처음 드리는 얘기인 것 같은데
I think this is the first time I've talked about this, that when we first began developing Black Desert, before Velia or even Olvia, the first town we created was Heidel. We wanted to capture the essence of medieval Europe that could set the standard for Black Desert, so while looking for this town, we came across Beynac. It fitted our vision of Europe so well that we used the town as castle, as inspiration for Heidel and village.
Okay, I didn't know Heidel was the first city created in Black Desert. So I guess you can say Beynac is the birthplace. While here I can picture some of the adventurers fishing and horse training on the Heidel Crossroad, just like in game. Although sadly we couldn't have everyone from across the world join us here in person. But I think having adventurers tuning in from Heidel in game is also still meaningful.
네, 여기 하이델 아니지 베이냐.
So being here, Heidel,
마치
no,
현대
Beynac,
하이델 같은
feels like stepping into modern day
아까 잠깐
Heidel.
그 밖에 마을에 둘러보니까
When I was looking around earlier,
여기서
I
이제
noticed that
테크톤
Mr.
아저씨가
Tecton's fort has become
운영하는
a tourist
지금은
information
관광
center,
안내소
and I couldn't see him. I
아까
guess
제가 올 때는
he's not working there.
테크톤 아저씨가 안 계셔가지고 못 봤는데
Yeah, I couldn't find him. So yeah, I guess he clocked up for the day.
I mean, I also had a look around, and I must say, it was really surreal. Like, this place both felt familiar and new at the same time.
저희 이번에 하이델 연의 사전 영상
So yeah, did you all happen to see what Mr. Tecton was up to in the teaser video of the Heidel Ball?
Well, I imagine he was in his smithy, right?
네, 영상 자세히 보신 분들은 아마 아실 건데
Right, and those who've watched closed would already know that Mr. Tecton was
아마
hammering
2번
away.
두드렸을 거예요.
But I think he struck his hammer exactly twice.
그래서 오늘 연의 첫 선물은 하이델에서 테크톤 아저씨가
And so the first gift of this Heidel Ball begins with a special gift from Mr. Tecton of Heidel, which starts with 2 hammers.
2 J Hammers of loyalty already. Okay, hold on. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's get back to the keynote, Jay. Speaking of the keynote, I remember what you said at last year's Calfian Ball. You mentioned that 2024 would be a year of consolidation and simplification.
맞습니다. 제가 작년 말부터
That's right.
2024년까지
Since the end of last year and throughout 2024, we've been focusing on organizing many aspects of the game, such as quality of life improvements of item simplification, and even the recent patch on hit counts. So let's just say that we've been tidying up a lot of things.
Well, that's right. Adventures in the audience. What part of the quality of life improvements did you like the most? Blackstone simplification? The seals? Life level integration? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty pog.
네, 올해가 이제 저희 검은 사막 10주년이고 10년간
So this year marks 10 years of Black Desert, and we are taking time to organize numerous complexities that have accumulated over the years, like piecing together a puzzle. So to keep bringing our eagerly waiting adventurous newly developed content, this organization is a really vital and crucial task.
That's true. While simplification is important for the longevity of our game, adventurers are also eager for new and exciting content. Am I right? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm sure we would all like to hear about the development of new content, Jay.
네, 저도 그런 아쉬워하시는 부분에 굉장히 공감을
True.
하고요. 그래서 이제부터는 좀 정리하는
We also had some concerns about this, and we are relating to this. So while we may slow down reorganizing things for now, we plan to develop new contents one step at a time.
Well, that's great to hear. So, what can we expect today?
오늘은 일단 아침의 나라가 포함되어 있는 여름 업데이트 이야기를 먼저 소개해드리고
Today we'll introduce our summer update, including Land of the Morning Light next part. And unlike what we usually do, we would like to take this opportunity to share with our adventurers the future of Black Desert.
Oh, the future. Okay, now that sounds pretty exciting.
네, 지금 보시는 화면이 지금 보시는 화면이 이제 저희 개발 초기에 공개됐던 검은 사막 월드의 모습입니다.
What you see here is the early look of the Black Desert world.
이제 10년이란 시간이 흐르면서
10 years have passed since
많은
then,
뭔가분들이 이제 이곳
and now our adventurers have explored every corner to lift the fog in most locations. So what happens when we're rid of all the fog?
그러면 이 안개가 다 거치면 어떻게 될까요? 저희가 이제 이야기를 드리면 아마 굉장히 다양한 여러 가지 상상.
When I say this, I'm sure you'll have many things popping up in your heads.
그다음에 요 얘기도 잠깐.
I'll want to discuss more about this after we go over summer update.
Okay, that sounds intriguing. We should carry on with the presentation right now, Jay. But before we do dive into the main discussion, let me briefly explain how today's session will proceed. Since we'll be concluding or conducting simultaneous interpretations, we have created some videos in advance to better convey the content we've prepared for our adventurers. So please note that Jae-hee will also be providing a brief additional explanations along the way. So, what story will you be sharing with us first?
So simultaneous interpretation might not be so smooth, so we hope you understand.
일단 오늘 처음으로 여러분들께 소개해드릴 거는 저희가 여러분들께 약속드렸던 컨텐츠 아침의 나라 서울 편을.
So yes, here's the content that we previously promised to update. Introducing Land of the Morning Light, Seoul.
Okay.
I hear the Namtaeryong Road is now open. You know, the gateway to the capital? The market is full of people. And the majestic gate is a sight to behold. But a beautiful flower tends to hide its thorns. And the high sun creates the darkest of shadows. Does it not pique your curiosity? What lies beyond the palace walls? And that is the very reason you're here. In the heart of it all. Welcome to Seoul.
Well, there you have it, Heidel Ball, Land of the Morning Light, Seoul! Let's go! And seeing that trailer, I couldn't help but notice the massive palace.
네, 일단 너무 좋아해 주셔서 감사합니다.
Thank you for liking and cheering for it.
트레일러에서 등장한 거대한 그 왕궁은 조선의 옛 궁궐이었던 경복궁입니다.
The majestic place you just saw in the trailer was Gyeongbok Palace from Joseon Dynasty of Korea. It's a popular tourist destination in Korea that draws many visitors. Just like Heidel captures the scenery of Castle Beynac, where we are today, the Land of the Morning Light brings Korea's Gyeongbok Palace to life. We strive to recreate Gyeongbok Palace as realistically as possible, just like we did with Heidel.
Oh, wow. So you're saying it's modeled after the real thing. So if we were to go to this palace in Black Desert, it'd be basically going to the real-life Gyeongbok Palace in Korea.
맞아요, 그럴 수 있을 것 같습니다.
You could say that.
저희가 한국국가유산청과 협업을 해서
We worked closely with the Korean Cultural Heritage Administration to ensure an almost perfect recreation.
한국에 있는 경복궁에 놀러 가실
Just as you wouldn't get lost in Beynac if you know Heidel so well, we've designed it so you can explore Gyeongbok Palace as if you were really there in Korea.
Well, that's awesome. Then what kind of adventures await us in Land of the Morning Light, Seoul?
이번 아침의 나라 서울 편도 이제 모험가 여러분들 위해서 열심히 준비를 했었는데
We put a lot of effort into preparing the Land of the Morning Light Seoul for our adventurers. To start, our devs at the Black Desert Studio said they prepared something special to introduce the Land of the Morning Light. Let's watch the video for an overview of it.
Sorry. 많이 늦었나?
Jisoo, why are you so late?
What time is it now?
누가 오명에 넣습니까? 자, 늦었으니 어서 돌아가세. 다들 오시오. 자, 각설하고. 자, 오늘 지각색에서 다시 한번 설명하겠소. 나는 이 투어를 설명하게 돼. 바로 이 몽룡이 올시다. 오늘 이 자리는 나그네들에게 아침의 나라를 잘 소개해준 그대들을 위해 특별히 전하께서 이 곡을 소개하라는 어명이 있으셨소. The King invites you. 지금부터 펼쳐질 이곳은 환상적이고 때론 경이로운 아침의 나라 서울이요.
Greetings, adventurers. The memories of last year's Heidel Ball with you all are still vivid, and now a year has passed, and with summer, Heidel Ball has returned. This year's Heidel Ball is especially significant as it's held at the Chateau de Beynac in France, which inspired Heidel, making it even more special for our adventurers. I wanted to meet and thank you in person, but this year I can only greet you through this video. Though it's a little sad, all of us at the Black Desert Studio, including myself, are working hard on the updates. So we thank you for your anticipation and support. Now, let's dive right into the news that you're most curious about. Starting with the conclusion of the Land of the Morning Light, Seoul. The Land of the Morning Light was envisioned as a side story for Black Desert as part of our new continent project. With everything being a fresh attempt, we are both excited and anxious, but after its release, the overwhelming love and support from you all gave the entire Black Desert Studio a huge boost of confidence. Not just for those adventurers here today, but our international players too. We understand that the Land of the Morning Light, rooted in Korean folklore, may have felt a bit unfamiliar, yet your enjoyment and support mean the world to us, and we wanted to express our heartfelt thanks once again. To show our gratitude, we've poured our hearts into preparing the Land of the Morning Light Part 2. Following Donghae Province, this time we've beautifully crafted Hwanghae Province, home to the capital Seoul, aiming to wrap up the stories from Part 1 in a grand finale. So, as you adventure in Seoul, consider Part 2 as the epic conclusion to the Land of the Morning Light.
Adventurers well versed in Korean history might be wondering why we named the capital Seoul instead of the more traditional Hanyang. Modern-day Seoul has been the capital since the Picture era in the 6th century, making it a historic cornerstone of the Korean peninsula. Over the centuries, it has been known by various names like Hanyang, Namgyong, and Hansong. The term Seoul is the native Korean word for capital, which over time became a proper noun referring to the capital city. The word transcends eras, making it fitting for the capital in the Land of the Morning Light.
자. 여기 보이는 건물은 우리나라에서 가장 큰 국악 건물인 경회루라고 하오. 이 경회루에는 슬픈 전설이 있다고 하지. 이 경회루 연못 안에는 2마리의 청동용이 있다고 하지. 한 마리는 그 모습이 발견되었지만 나머지 한 마리는 아직 발견되지 않았다고 하오. 하지만 나는 그 한 마리가 이 경회루를 그리고 우리의 마음을 지켜주고 있다고 믿어 의심치 않아.
Lenda. Que tipo de lenda? Of course, the most important thing is an unbreakable heart.
In preparing for this Seoul chapter, our main focus was to authentically recreate our ancient capital, Gyeongbok Palace. With the Cultural Heritage Administration's help, we utilized drone footage, scanning, and LiDAR to capture Gyeongbok Palace in its entirety. For parts that haven't been reconstructed, we filmed Cheongdok Palace to fill in the gaps. We also aimed to infuse historical authenticity by referencing the mountain ranges of Mount Bugak and Mount Sorak to shape the terrain. Through this meticulous process, we brought Seoul to life, cradled by Mount Ashi. By recreating parts of Gyeongbok Palace, Cheongdok Palace, and Yukjo Street in the game, adventurers from around the world will feel as if they are truly in Seoul. Personally, I feel it would be fantastic if history students visited the Gyeongbok Palace in the Land of the Morning Light instead of the real one. We've also brightened up Hwanghae Province compared to Donghae Province by adding more colorful vegetation. Also, places like Soryeongkor, Udu School, and Jwado School, previously known only by name, have been faithfully recreated, making it enjoyable to explore with the new collection of tales. A new manor named Hyunrokdang will be introduced in this Seoul chapter. The previous manor in Donghae Province, Shimhyangjae, was designed to blend with its surroundings. This time, the new manor is right within the capital. From the manor, you can see the stunning Gyeonghwaeru, offering a breathtaking view that surpasses even the views of the Han River. We've also added many new pieces of furniture, so we hope you enjoy the manor to its fullest.
야, 돌쇠, 근데 어떻게 된 거야? 너 갑자기 없어지더니 여기서 이렇게 줄세를 했어?
내가 돌쇠 생활을 17에 시작했다. 어떻게 여기까지 왔느냐? 이방, 제끼고, 어둑신이 보내고 이덕수같이 어두운 놈들 다 잡아냈다.
아, 돌쇠. Unbelievable.
대수야! 이야기는 이게 다가 아니야.
This chapter takes place in Seoul, the land of the morning light. After your adventures in Donghae Province, your loyal companion Tosue will visit Palanhosu to reunite with you. After catching up with your old friend, you'll receive an invitation from the newly promoted Tosue and head to the land of the morning light. There, you'll reunite with Ms. Myo, Mr. Turt, and the lovely Mihyun as you embark on your journey to Seoul. Remember how Tosue helped you register as a foreigner so you could explore freely throughout Donghae Province? In Seoul, he'll make you a Hanghwain, essentially naturalizing you as a citizen of the land of the morning light. Of course, the crafty Tosue wouldn't grant you citizenship for free. He has his own plans. While you enjoy the serene yet bustling atmosphere of Seoul and Gyeongbok Palace, you and Tosue will face a colossal, unbearably devastating crisis. To resolve this and bring dawn back to the shadowed land of the morning light, you'll venture through Hwanghae Province, just as you did in Donghae Province. We've prepared rich stories in Seoul that are just as extensive as those in Donghae Province. Once you complete the prologue, you can freely enjoy the collection of tales, presented in an omnibus format. This time, the collection of tales offers 8 stories: the tale of Chunhyang, 2 sisters, Bulgasar, a child in blue, Seodong, Uturi, Samshin, and Choyong. We hope our travelers are all excited for the many stories that await you. We promise to bring you captivating tales that won't disappoint.
In the previous Donghae Province chapter, the collection of tales featured traditional folk tales. This time, the Hwanghae Province chapter includes more mysterious content and a bit of political drama. Since political dramas are a familiar genre even overseas, we believe that adventurers abroad will find the Seoul chapter easier to understand and more enjoyable. We also considered the enjoyment of gameplay in this Seoul chapter. While Part 1 was designed with easy gameplay for new adventurers, the Seoul chapter includes more in-depth combat, offering a variety of gameplay experiences. One of the main characters in the collection of tales, Uturi, might be unfamiliar even to Korean players. However, through participating in martial arts competitions like the Martial God Tournament during gameplay, you'll naturally come to understand the character and become immersed in the story. Remember arriving in Nampo? There were cute little yellow dogs that warmly welcomed us to the region. It was a light interaction, but many of you really liked it. In the Seoul chapter, we have expanded on such interactive elements. As you adventure through Hwanghae Province, you will naturally encounter people, animals, dokkebi, ghosts, and objects that will try to talk to you or catch your attention. You can ignore them, But if you show interest, they will respond, sometimes humorously and sometimes trivially, adding small joys. We wanted to enhance the liveliness of the world and the feeling of adventuring through Hwanghae Province with these interactions. Also, you know our Princess of the Fallen Kingdom, right? As you progress through the collection of tales, adventurers who love and play as Tamer will encounter meaningful content for her. We hope you look forward to it.
Tamer, let's go.
GM, yeah, it was pretty good, right? Okay. I gotta say, GM Laffy's acting was really good.
That's right. Everyone's acting skills have improved. Matesu can even do some weird facial expressions now.
Okay. Well, so our developers showed us the background and storyline of Land of the Morning Light Seoul. I think I heard Seoul, the expansion wraps up the overarching story of Land of the Morning Light.
Land of the Morning Light was originally a spin-off story set on a new continent away from the mainland. For this Seoul chapter, we focused on wrapping up the story properly. This way we can return to the main continent story and focus on the original storyline again.
Well, since the focus is on the conclusion of Land of the Morning Light story, I imagine a lot of thought and care has been put into it.
Yes, absolutely. In terms of story scale, it's similar to or slightly longer than the previous Land of the Morning Light. The main story is complemented by 8 separate omnibus-style tales. With full voice acting once again, with about 6,000 lines of fully dubbed dialogue and around 40 cutscenes, we believe we can deliver an even richer story than the previous one.
Well, fully voiced. Well, I think Adventure will be pretty excited about that. And there are 8 tales, but I think some of our adventurers might not be too familiar with them.
That's right. Literature from all around the world often shares similar themes. I think it's because human experiences are universally alike. To help you understand better, the tale of Sodong is about impossible love, much like Romeo and Juliet. The tale of a child in blue is about testing wisdom and offering great rewards for success, similar to the tale of the Sphinx. While there will be new stories, finding parallels with familiar tales and playing through them will be one of the enjoyable aspects of the Land of the Morning Light Seoul.
Okay, well, looking for the similarities and the differences between the stories familiar to us and those in the Land of the Morning Light sounds pretty fun. I'm looking forward to uncovering what these tales have in store.
So far, we've explored an overall look and story of the Land of the Morning Light. Now, let's listen to a bit more detailed story together.
이쪽으로 오면 된다고 했는데? 아, 저기 있네. Let's go! Okay.
Wat voor muziek is dit?
우리 아침의 나라 서울의 음악인데 어떻소?
BTS, 봉준호, 성몽님, 이몽룡, c'est parti!
In part 1 of The Land of the Morning Light, folk music played a significant role alongside many folktales. In Land of the Morning Light Seoul, we have prepared the court music and classical music from the Joseon Dynasty, so you can immerse yourself in the authentic, historical atmosphere of Hanyang in-game. We've collaborated with the National Gugak Center's orchestra to produce music of even higher quality, which is something you can look forward to. You can also hear the music of Choyongmu, which is a court dance, and the love song of Chunhyang and Dolsue in the game. To this end, we've cast Kim Soo-young for the role of Chunhyang, who can perform pansori. Commentator Chun Yong-jun has also participated as a special guest actor at a unique turning point in the land of the morning light. In the audio department, we are particularly focused on directing cutscene performances and audio mixing to effectively convey the unique atmosphere of classic materials. Our audio team is striving to create better sounds by applying our development experiences to the fullest.
자, 이 집현전에서 문제를 풀어보는 시간을 가져보겠습니다. 자, 문제 나갑니다. 이 우사가 사용한 기술 속 언어는 한글이다. 자, 정답은 옳소.
Yeah, it's a fish.
아, 좋습니다. 이곳은 더 다양하고 재미난 즐길거리들이 많습니다. 한번 알아볼까요?
Up next, let's dive into the details of the Black Shrine bosses. Alongside Janghwa and Hongmyeon, Bulgasal and Dark Bonghwang, we have Uturi, Samshin, Jigui, Child in Blue, and Choyong. Plus, there are 2 mysterious hidden bosses yet to be revealed, making a total of 10 unique bosses you can encounter. While the Part 1 lineup was incredibly intense and might overshadow these new additions in terms of recognition, our art team has reimagined Uturi, Jigui, and Child in Blue based on myths and legends, making them feel fresh and exciting. Take Uturi for instance, inspired by the Korean folktale The Baby Generalissimo. Here, Uturi is depicted as a magpie, symbolizing wise and common folk, adding a layer of heroic symbolism. The soldiers aiding Uturi are designed as millet, red beans, and beans, enhancing the character's charm and staying true to the folktale. Each boss boasts a distinct combat style. Uturi wields a massive slingshot, continuously summoning its minions, red bean swordsmen, millet spearmen, and bean archers, to keep up the assault. Uturi also locks onto the weakest adventurer with precise aim, right at the start of the battle, and focuses solely on this target until the fight is over. When Uturi unleashes a powerful attack, it is crucial to either share the damage with the targeted adventurer or retaliate to keep your strategy intact. Jigui, meaning fire ghost, lives up to its name with a blazing display of flames in combat. Each boss has its own unique flair and characteristics, so there's plenty to look forward to.
As you might have noticed from the battle scenes, Black Shrine 2 is designed for cooperative play rather than solo adventures. Initially, we aimed to develop a guild raid involving 10 or 20 players, but to boost the sense of achievement via teamwork and strategy, we pivoted to a 5-player party boss. Black Shrine 2 brings some changes compared to the original. The most significant change is that you'll be using your own gear. We kept the difficulty level simple, offering just normal and difficult modes for you to choose from. Additionally, in Black Shrine 2, you cannot recover HP through conventional means. This includes potions or character skills that would normally recover HP. You can only regain HP through special recovery orbs summoned during the battle. When a party member dies, they can only be revived a limited number of times throughout the fight. The unique auras of the Black Shrine, Sun, Moon, and Earth will be utilized differently this time. Before the battle begins, adventurers will choose an aura, and this choice will determine their unique roles during the fight. The Sun aura can inflict crowd control effects like knockdown to the boss in certain situations. The Moon aura can increase the number of revives for the party. Lastly, the Earth aura can summon a certain number of HP recovery orbs, greatly aiding the party's survivability. Adventurers can mix and match these 3 auras based on playstyle or the boss's characteristics before engaging in battle. Since these boss fights were designed with cooperation in mind, we aim to solidify each party member's role, emphasizing teamwork and sense of accomplishment. Some of you might worry about being a burden on the rest of your party, but the overall difficulty is designed to be easier than Ataraxion. As guild members will frequently engage in this content, we will prepare thoroughly to ensure it doesn't strain friendships. Also, note that the rewards can only be received once a week, just like the original Black Shrine.
Although Black Shrine 2 isn't a guild raid, we hoped it would still serve as valuable guild content. Therefore, if all 5 party members are from the same guild, the guild will receive additional benefits upon beating the boss blitz. When a guild party successfully completes the boss blitz, the number of completions will accumulate, and based on this, additional rewards will be given to all members once a week. We also plan to support guild rankings based on boss blitz time, so we hope that this will strengthen the bonds among guild members. And when you're with guild members, even though you completed the boss blitz yesterday, other guild members may need help completing it today. We've added a feature to give likes to guild members who assist each other in boss battles. Guild members who receive many likes will be specially marked on the guild member list, and if the accumulated number of likes exceeds a certain threshold, a special title will be awarded. Many adventurers expressed their disappointment that the previous Black Shrine wasn't a party-type boss, and we hope Black Shrine 2 will fill that gap.
Next up, we have Palace Management, which is a new life skill content coming with Land of the Morning Light Soul. Once you complete the main questline of Soul, you will unlock multiple production nodes within Gyeongbok Palace. Here, you'll be able to acquire some unique materials. What sets Gyeongbok Palace production nodes apart from others is that they have individual node levels. There will be various benefits to raising the level of a node, such as a greater chance of rare materials or a change in produced items. You can increase node levels through various means, such as completing quests from certain NPCs or delivering items. The items produced from these nodes have various uses. Some can be combined and sold in Balanos for a decent amount of silver, while others may serve as ingredients for crafting rare items. Since items produced from each node can change periodically, adventurers should invest strategically across all nodes to obtain the items they most need. One of the benefits of Palace Management is that it also offers automated processing and trade. Once adventurers have set up the initial processes for automated item production and processing trade goods, the only manual task remaining will be to sell the completed trade goods to vendors. As mentioned earlier, production items will change periodically, so as long as you check in occasionally to see the new items, this can serve as a fun and profitable way to earn extra silver.
Next up, we'll be taking a look at the new items from the Land of the Morning Light Soul update. First up, this is something you've all long waited for, the new primordial tier weapons, the Sovereign. The Sovereign weapons are a completely new tier, unlike existing Black Star weapons or Fallen God defense gear. What this means is that the Sovereign weapons will be the highest grade items in Black Desert going forward. Given how impressionable the Black Star weapons appear, we felt it only fair to devote a substantial amount of our efforts on their look as well, and applied a Dark Bonghwang motif complete with a visual effect on par with the theme. Only main and awakening weapons will be available at release. There are no current plans for a sub-weapon version, but this will be considered after the initial release.
There will be 3 methods to craft these epic weapons. The first method involves combining a pen Black Star weapon with a new item from the Black Shrine, the Primordial Flame. This method of combining the pen Black Star weapon with a new item may be most familiar to veteran adventurers, yet acquiring the Primordial Flame will be challenging. The second method involves combining 2 pen Black Star weapons. Basically, 2 pen Black Stars become 1 Sovereign. No additional materials are required. The final method involves combining a pen Black Star weapon with a boss weapon at Khafra's level 20, along with another new item, the Gem of Twilight. The Gem of Twilight will also be obtainable from the main continent, but considering the value of the materials involved, this method would be the most expensive of them all. We put a lot of thought into the means of crafting the Sovereign. On one hand, we wanted to preserve the value of the painstakingly earned Pen Black Star weapons. On the other, though these are to become the highest grade weapons, we didn't want to make them too difficult to obtain. Thus, we came to offer 3 crafting methods, which we hope will suit the different playstyles of all our adventurers.
Next, we'll be going over the features of the Sovereign weapon. Unlike other weapons, the Sovereign will only have 10 enhancement levels. Originally, we planned to use the existing levels from 0 to 15, then on a Pride a Pen, but that felt a bit excessive. Therefore, since we're introducing the new primordial tier of weapons, we felt having only 10 enhancement levels would further add to its novelty. While Pen is currently the ultimate level of enhancement in Black Desert, we wanted the primordial tier weapons to surpass that. Thus, the Sovereign weapons will be enhanceable for 10 levels from Pride, Duo, Tri, all the way up to Oct, Nav, and Dec. We wanted to preserve the Roman numeral system used for naming the enhancement levels as before. The reason for this 10-level system wasn't solely to make the enhancement process hard. Getting through each enhancement level for Black Star weapons and the Fallen God defense gear felt quite burdensome for some. Thus, we wanted to reduce that daunting feeling between levels while still offering a more balanced and gradual growth experience. Regarding the difficulty, we kept the Fallen God defense gear in mind as, while the final levels will be extremely challenging, the overall enhancement process was designed to feel balanced. However, the Sovereign weapons will require exclusive materials, which will take quite some time to amass. While crafting the weapon itself can be done quickly through the 3 methods mentioned above, the enhancement process itself will not be skippable, especially for adventurers with sizable pockets. But we wished to offer an equal opportunity for all adventurers in their pursuit of greater strength. Also, to ensure your enhancement success isn't solely reliant on luck, failing to enhance the Sovereign weapon will utilize the 100% guaranteed enhancement system that is recently introduced, Ancient Anvil. Another feature of the Sovereign weapon is that adventurers can choose their desired effects. Besides attack power, you'll be able to choose up to 5 additional effects. Through a special refining process, adventurers will be able to choose the effects best suited to them. As you can see on the screen, various effects will be available, and you can apply 5 of them onto your weapon. To apply these effects, you will need separate refining materials. Some of the more core effects, such as extra damage, HP damage reduction, evasion, and accuracy, will be a bit easier to obtain and swap as you please. More unique effects will require special reform stones, which will be harder to acquire and thus add to their rarity. In summary, core effects are designed to be easily accessible for adventurers, freely customizable to suit their respective playstyles, while unique effects will cater more to adventurers who wish to put more time and effort in collecting each rare trait to really stick out from their peers. Do note that these effects will continue to be added post-release. The final feature of the Sovereign weapons are their visual effects. Akin to Black Star weapons, special visual effects are attached depending on their enhancement level. At Pen, a dim lighting effect will appear, and at Oct, a more intense visual effect will be noticeable. However, no matter how visually appealing a weapon might be, they are bound to grow stale over time. To keep things fresh, we've designed it so the Sovereign weapon's visual effects will be preserved even when wearing other weapon appearances. Even if you change appearances, the weapon's visual effect will remain. Of course, if you prefer the original look, you'll be able to toggle the effect as you please.
자, 몽룡 투어 다들 어떠셨어?
몽룡, I can't wait for Seoul.
Me too. I can't wait to play.
좋았어. 이제 타고 왔던 마을버스 아니 마그누스 타고 돌아가 볼 시간이요. 목적지 잘 설정하셨죠? 오케이. 그러면 살펴들 가시오. 안녕. 잘 가시게. 그럼 아침의 나라에서 만나고. 안녕. 태수 너도 가야지.
아니 나 약속 있어가지고.
빨리 울무 타.
Wow. What do we think? I gotta say, these bosses look pretty incredible. And the new weapons, right? Now, Jay, I think you need to tell us more about these new sovereign weapons.
Yes, so since it's a new item, I think a lot of people are curious. I should tell you more about the sovereign weapons first. Adding new items in an RPG is pretty standard, but in the case of BDO, after the Black Star, it's been about 5 years since we introduced a new weapon. Since Star's End was added in 2019, 4 territories have been added: Odilita, the Mountain of Eternal Winter, Land of the Morning Light, and Ulukita. And starting with Shy, 10 classes have been released. During all this time, no new weapons were introduced, so for this time, new higher weapon that adventurers will use in Black Desert, we put a lot of thought and care into it.
I mean, these are the first new weapons in a very, very long time. The 3 unique crafting methods really speaks volumes on how much thought has been put into them as well.
Yes, that's right. Instead of creating an entirely new weapon, we decided to utilize the existing ones. The Pen Black Star weapon holds the joy, but at the same time and sorrows of adventurers, so it was important to utilize this. The crafting method requires a difficulty level appropriate for a top-tier weapon, but we hope that existing adventurers won't find it too exhausting to obtain. This way, veteran adventurers can quickly craft a new weapon, but due to this new weapon, new adventurers might feel a greater gap with veteran adventurers. Whenever we create a new region, not only for veteran adventurers, but also for new adventurers, we put a lot of thought into making it enjoyable. The reason being, it's very disappointing when new or returning adventurers hear about a new region but can't actually play it. So, in the case of areas like Mountain of Eternal Winter or Land of the Morning Light, we made it so that even level 1 adventurers can play.
Okay, so that's right. Last year, we received a Dream Horse and 10 Black Star weapons. I'm sure that's been a huge help as well to our adventurers.
So this year, with the Land of the Morning Light Soul and the introduction of the top-tier sovereign weapons, we hoped veteran adventurers can quickly craft and use the new gear, and new adventurers can grow more effectively. In that spirit, to all adventurers, we will give you a Pen Black Star weapon.
Wait. What are you giving?
All right, guys, it's official. We will give you all adventurers a Pen Black Star weapon.
For real? A Pen Black Star? Are you sure that's okay?
Yes, so we thought about it a lot. By giving out Pen Black Star weapon, veteran adventurers can craft. And veteran adventurers can craft and use the new weapons once the update goes live. But new adventurers, of those who don't yet have a Black Star, by having this item can play in content or monster zones that they couldn't tackle before.
Okay, what a gift. Jay, I still can't believe we're giving something on this level to our adventurers.
So we've recently given out Dream Horses, that 10 Black Star weapons, and now with the Pen Black Star weapon, it might seem or feel like the ball gifts are getting bigger and bigger. However, I want to make it sure, this Pen Black Star weapon is not a ball gift, but more about providing the necessary content support alongside the update of a new sovereign weapons. You can choose to receive either a main weapon or an awakening weapon. The received weapon can be upgraded to new sovereign weapon right away, but it cannot be registered on the central market. And please note, as we did with the 10 Black Star weapon, obtaining the Pen Black Star will also have some kind of requirements.
Well, there you have it. A Pen Black Star, I guess. Let's go. That's unreal. Okay. So, you will be able to pick between a main hand weapon and an awakening weapon, but you can't list them on the central market. And this isn't just a Heidel Ball reward. It's rather a part of the game. Well, what do you all think? We liking it? What are we all thinking about this? Okay? Pen Black Stars, let's go. Now, let's wrap up Land of the Morning Light Soul. With the new sovereign weapon and Pen Black Star on its way, I'd imagine our adventurers are pretty excited for Land of the Morning Light Soul. Now, we've prepared one more video to give everyone a taste of what you can expect to see. You will not only see this video here today, but it will also be shown somewhere else. Next month, there's a big global event happening in Paris. And Black Desert's Land of the Morning Light Soul will be participating with the Korea Tourism Organization. Now, let's take a look at the video. Okay. Now, that video was awesome, and the more I see, the more I want to jump in and start exploring Land of the Morning Light Soul. To think the game that we've been playing for so many years will be shown at such a huge global event. Now that is exciting.
전 세계 모험가님들이 지난 10년간 보내주신 저희 사랑과 응원이 있기 때문에
Yes, thanks to adventurers across the globe sending their love and support over 10 years. It has been an absolute honor to be able to present Black Desert and Land of the Morning Light in Castle Beynac in Paris. Thank you so much.
Now, yeah, put it together, let's go. Okay, and I know that we have a lot of French adventurers with us today, and we look forward to seeing you at the booth.
네, 아침의 나라의 마침표를 찍는 아침의 나라 서울 편은 모험가님들이 이제 재밌게 즐겨주시면 좋겠고요.
Yes, as Land of the Morning Light Soul chapter is the final mark in this chapter, we have worked tirelessly so that adventurers are able to enjoy it. We hope you like it.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to it. Land of the Morning Light Soul. And so, what do you have for us next, Jay?
네, 다음은 이제 소소하지만 이번 여름 목표로 개발하고 있는 이야기를 조금 드릴게요.
Next up, we'll share what we've been preparing for this summer. This is also a video. Let's have a watch.
Next is a rather special update, introducing an exclusive server for existing adventurers, Hardcore Server Season 1. The rules are simple. You create a hardcore server character to play on the server. You begin at level 60 and can only use the provided gear, which have a 2030, 2080 gear score. These can be relatively easily enhanced up to around 260 to 300. You can use recovery potions, but foods and elixirs will not be available. You cannot see each other's family names, and both party and chat functions are disabled. Also, PvP is always activated, so you can attack anyone without restrictions. And what's more, once you die, it's over. That's the basic gist of it. Oh, and don't worry, your character isn't deleted. You're shipped away to a cell, where you will need rest points in order to escape. It will take a few days to get enough points. Or you can fight other inmates in 1v1 bouts to take points from them. We're planning to operate the hardcore server in seasons with a special ranking system. The longer you survive or the fewer times you die than others, the higher you rank. And once a season is over, we want to give special rewards for your rank. Character effects like Stormtrooper that last until the next season, or exclusive titles with new colors. This hardcore server is for those tired of constant gear upgrades to allow you to focus solely on gameplay without worrying about gear. We will provide more details when we update the content.
Next is on Dekia's Lantern Tier 2 and new accessories. Alongside the Land of the Morning Light Soul update, Tier 2 difficulty will be added to Dekia Monster Zones. Since its initial development, Dekia's Lantern was designed to allow adventurers to choose their own difficulty, setting it apart from Elvia. With the upcoming patch, you will be able to activate Dekia Tier 2. Also, Dekia's Lantern will be available in more Monster Zones. These zones are Kadri Ruins, Crescent Shrine, Gaifen Rashia Temple, and Mirrormok Ruins. While the difficulty of Tier 2 will be maintained at the level you're used to, Tier 2 will require you to have a combined AP and DP of at least 750, making it challenging for even our top tier adventurers. Starting with Tier 2 of Dekia's Lantern and beyond, there will be special weekly quests so you don't have to spend too much time fighting monsters. Completing these quests yields substantial rewards. This is to ensure high efficiency for everyone who can at least complete these quests. New accessories universally available in both the Black Shrine and existing monster zones are being introduced, called the Asadar set. Asadar accessories are of the same grade as Tungrad accessories, allowing for special abilities when worn, akin to Tebek's belt. We hope this adds meaning for those who wish to craft their own playstyle.
Guilds are a very important element of Black Desert. They help adventurers grow from rookies to veterans, and they serve as a fundamental community tool that allows adventurers to bond with one another while working together toward a common goal. Additionally, there are many guild benefits, which is why many adventurers advise the first thing to do in Black Desert is to join a guild. However, as time passes and more content gets added, running a guild becomes challenging, and the feelings of bonding while achieving goals together have become less exciting of late. We have determined that changes are needed in this area. In that sense, we plan to add a few new systems. First of all, we're adding a guild's representative trait system and tiers. Each guild has its own playstyle they pursue, even just by looking at the descriptions: node, conquest, war oriented, casual, life, and so on. Unfortunately, these guild traits had to be communicated only through guild introductions, and it's difficult for other adventurers to intuitively know them. Now, with the addition of the new system, all guilds will be able to select their desired trait. These traits are categorized into 3 types: PvP, PvE, and life skills. If your guild likes PvP, you can select the PvP trait, and if you prefer PvE, select PvE. Once a trait is selected, related fame can be accumulated. To explain this more clearly, I will use the PvP trait and fame as examples. Guilds with the PvP trait will accumulate PvP fame based on the results of Node Wars, Conquest Wars, Guild League, Red Battlefield, War of the Roses, and Arena of Solare. And based on this fame, the guild's PvP tier will be determined. This tier is not based on accumulated fame, but rather determined by the ratio among all guilds that have selected the PvP trait. While frequent participation is important, guilds with high skill and teamwork will form the top tier, enhancing their fame in the Black Desert world. The accumulated tier will affect not only the overall benefits for the guild and its members, but also affect various systems. One example is its use as MMR for Node and Conquest Wars. Now, guilds with high PvP tiers can only participate in Node Wars of certain tiers and cannot participate in lower tiers. The strong will compete with other strong guilds, and the same for weaker guilds. This creates a clear hierarchy, promoting growth through promotion and regulation, systematizing the growth of all guilds. As such, we aim to provide honor rewards based on tiers. High-tier guilds will have exclusive seals engraved on their guild and family names, and when they chat on the server or world, there will be visual effects to make them appear more dignified. Also, at last year's Heidel Ball, we revealed the Dragon Guild mount. Achieving the top PvP tier will grant the right to mount the Black Dragon, as shown on the screen. The tier system based on guild traits and fame is not intended to incite vague competition. As explained earlier, we hope that all guild members will advance toward their goals together, and that new adventurers will enjoy related content together, allowing them to adapt more quickly to our world of Black Desert. Today, I only explained the PvP trait and tier, but I will also explain the PvE and life aspects before the update, so please look forward to it. Oh, and speaking of which, we recently adjusted skill hit counts, and we are also working on additional optimizations. This involves changing the internal structure without affecting gameplay. Once completed, it will certainly improve things, so we're gunning to complete this task. Along with this work, we also plan to resume the War of the Roses. We hope you'll look forward to that as well.
Next up, we have summer events and an exclusive outfit. We introduced the Sea Palace along with Termian last year. Sadly, we weren't able to prepare a new event area for this year, but we still wanted to bring you something new. As you know, the Termian region has Papus and Otters, and the Sea Palace has Earfolk and Shellfolk, so this time you'll be able to visit both regions, and all 4 races will be brought together through various summer events. Earfolk and Shellfolk will take trips to Termian and run in racing competitions against Papus and Otter, or they might compete at Sandcastle Crasher, engaging in fierce competition to see who's superior. We prepared many events and we hope you look forward to them.
Next, we have this summer's new outfit. The name of this outfit is Beynac-et-Cazenac. The art team have prepared more than usual for this one. While the outfit has one main design, we added some variations for an extra layer of customization. Although we can dye outfits, sometimes we just want more options. We hope you enjoy this variety and style. Some ideas were borrowed from our merchandise, such as the Papu logo, which give it a distinct black desert touch. This outfit also has a cape on-off feature. Our male characters went shirtless in too many of our summer outfits, so we tried to make their outfit a bit less revealing this time. For the female characters, they will be wearing a shirt on top of a bikini, which also have a cape on-off feature. Adventurers have been awaiting a refreshing bikini look for the summer, and this outfit definitely answers those calls. Additionally, through the Pearl Shop, you'll be able to purchase dances and other accessories such as sunglasses and hats, which will be perfect for the summer. As Black Desert celebrates its 10th anniversary, we've prepared an extra special summer event and outfit. We hope you enjoy it and have fun. That's all we have prepared for you today. In addition to the things mentioned today, we are still diligently working on the quality of life improvements, both small and large updates, including things mentioned at last year's Calpheon Ball. We are doing our best to bring these things to our adventurers, so we really hope that you will enjoy our Land of the Morning Light Soul content that we are working so hard on. Thank you.
Okay. It's looking good, looking good. Jay, I can't help but notice that the clothes you're wearing is similar to the outfit that was just shown.
Yes, that's right. The clothes I'm wearing now is the summer outfit you just saw in the video. Beynac-et-Cazenac meaning beach in Korean. These clothes I'm wearing now were specially made, so there is only 2 of them. How about we give it to one of our adventurers at the venue today as a souvenir?
Okay, not gonna lie, I kind of want that for myself, but best of luck to our adventurer who will get it. We'll be giving it out after the keynote, so those of you in the crowd, stay tuned.
We tried to give this a summer concept that also fitted a more modern feel. It's a type of outfit that evokes a cool summer. And as said in the video, the swimwear in this summer's outfit is not like the current underwear style, but a normal outfit that has the cape on and off feature. And we're also working on a shy version, which will have a little bit of different design.
Okay.
And one more thing, we are also preparing the outfit that matches our game perfectly and that you have all been eagerly waiting for.
Oh, pause. Okay.
Okay. We put a lot of thought into outfits lately, and we know many adventurers love outfits and see them as a majorly important part of Black Desert. Outfits like Academia, Primavera, and the latest Memento Mori were outfits with a modern feel, and many adventurers really enjoyed them. And of course, the most important thing is wearing the outfits while playing the game and having fun. So moving forward, be it outfits with historical backgrounds or modernized outfits, we will continue to develop and design outfits that make your gameplay more enjoyable. We hope that you continue to choose the outfits that suit you and that you can have fun wearing while playing.
Well, even when you've been developing Land of the Morning Light Soul, you've also been preparing a bunch of updates for this summer as well.
Honestly, organizing things and developing things together didn't leave us with much free time, but at the end of the day, organizing old content and developing new things at the same time is something we must do as developers.
Well, I think we're all super excited, right, everyone? And for the variety of summer updates coming our way. But I feel there were some additional details that weren't in the commentary, Jay.
네, 아까 영상에서 코멘터리에서 말씀드린 것 중에 새로운 이야기도 좀 많이 있었는데 그 중에서 저희가 제일 중요한
Yes, like we said earlier during the commentary, there are a lot of new things. I think guild reorganization is one of the most important things. Usually, to find a guild suited to you, you had to read through all the intros very carefully. With this improvements to guilds, it'll be easier and more intuitive for you to find a guild that naturally engages with content that you are interested in. This way, you'll experience a variety of content with fellow guildies. Ultimately, our objective is for new adventurers to meet great friends, allowing them to enjoy adventures together with existing players. This type of system can also be seen as our organizing attempts, preparing for the future of Black Desert.
Yes, guilds are such a core component to the game, and I love the sound of the new guild systems as well. And during our GM Guild Fair events that we've had in NA and EU, I remember how packed Velia was with adventurers holding up signs to advertise their guilds. We look forward to doing more of those in the future for NA and EU, so don't miss out.
Yes, that's right. I was impressed with the guild events in EU. There was a lot of interest in the guild fair, which makes us see just how important guilds are to adventurers. And there is one more thing left to share with you. It's something that our console adventurers have been eagerly waiting to know. The porting working for PS5 is going well. Today we brought a video of the development screen which is showing gameplay from the PS5 dev kit version. Overall, the effects and texture quality has improved, enhancing trees and rocks and improving LOD levels, generally enhancing the quality of distant views. There's also a change in loading time, as overall loading speeds improve further distances on the map that can be loaded, which should improve the discomforts faced with when moving quickly. I think the main noticeable thing will be the improvement of frame rate, which results in you being able to enjoy Black Desert more comfortably and in higher quality than before. So, console adventurers are probably most curious about when this will be applied. Development of this is progressing smoothly, and with a final test in December, we plan to be able to tell you then about the ETA. We would like to take this opportunity to thank our console adventurers once again for their patience.
Yeah, no, it's great seeing the video for the PS5, and the frame rate is smoother, and you can see further with the distances as well. I think adventurers playing on the PS5 will really like it.
So far, the console news has been shared, and let me tell you about the summary update schedule. First up, next week, on June 26, the Jordan Saga update will be live for all service regions. And Jordan Saga will also be updated to console on July 10th. And July 3rd, you've all been waiting. As previously announced, the regular season of Arena of Solare will be coming. As this will be the first season since the headcount reduction, the patch, the effects of equipment and the balance is planned to change. The regular season of AOS will be held at the same time worldwide. And one more thing, of course, there's also another thing you've been waiting to coming on July 3rd, but I'll come back to it later. On July 10th, the new summer outfit Badaka is planned to be released. Then on July 14th, what you've all been waiting for, the War of the Roses regular season, shall begin.
마지막 프리시즌에서 이제 모험가 여러분들의 피드백을 많이 받아서
Based on your feedback during the preseason, new commander skills have been added, rule changes, and improvements to the resurrection system.
변경점과 함께 정규 시즌이 이제 시작될 예정입니다. 또 이제 수궁 테르미안 콜라보 여름 이벤트가 있는데 7월 24일에 진행될
The Sea Palace and Termian Collapse Summer event is set to start on July 24th.
그리고 이제 오늘 처음에 공개드린 아침의 나라 서울편은 8월 7일에 한국에 먼저
And as for the Land of the Morning Light Seoul, as revealed today, is planned to be released in Korea on August 7th,
일단은 한국에 먼저 업데이트하고
and then to global service after localization is complete.
현재 진행 상황을 좀 보면은 가을에는 전 세계 이제 글로벌 권역
Considering the current status, we expect this to be around fall for global
아무래도
regions.
이제 서울편의 규모가 좀 이제 크다 보니까 조금 늦어지는 점에 대해서는 글로벌 모험가님들의 좀 양해.
Due to the large scale of Seoul updates, we ask for your understanding about the delays of release to global adventurers. We will ensure to pay close attention to high quality localization. We hope you understand.
그리고 이제 코멘터리에서 언급했던 길드 시스템이나 데키아 등불 2단계 뭐 아사달 액세서리 하드코어 시즌
Additionally, the guild system mentioned in the commentary video, Dekia's Lantern Tier 2, Asadal accessories, and the hardcore server will all be updated sequentially in all regions after the Land of the Morning Light updates.
올 여름 업데이트 일정이었고요. 열심히 잘 준비하겠습니다.
And that's all for the summer update schedule. We will do our best working on it.
That's right. Well, I personally can't wait until I can play Land of the Morning Light Soul and the new Black Shrine with you all as well. Jay, now we've wrapped up Land of the Morning Light Soul and our summer updates. Do you have anything more to tell us?
네, 아까 처음 시작할 때 말씀했던
Right.
이야기를 좀 드려야 될 것 같아요.
Now I can talk about
처음에 봤던
what I
이미지
mentioned
다시 한번
at the beginning of this ball. Can we see the image
우리가 이제
again?
함께 보고 있는 이 이미지가 저희가 서비스하기 전에 공개됐던 검은 사막의
What you're seeing here is the Black Desert world shown before going live.
여러분들과 함께 모험
It's the world,
그런 곳이죠.
very world we've been adventuring in for the past decade. Had so many memories and exciting moments.
발렌시아는 어떤 땅일까?
We would think, what's after Medea? What's Valencia going to be like? How about the land of the elves?
이렇게 모험을 하다 보면
We came this far because of this excitement of new discoveries and pondering about what the new regions will be like.
달려왔던 것 같아요. 저희도 역시 이제 검은 사막을 개발하면서
We as developers did pretty much the same thing,
어떤 모험을
thinking and discussing the kind of fun, adventurous we can make in the next new region.
결과를 모험가 여러분들께
And after revealing our results one after the other to you, we've now come to our 10th year.
오늘 이제 10주년을 맞이하는 그런 한 해이고 검은
Here we
사막의
are on our 10th anniversary and at Heidel, Black Desert's first city.
앞으로
I want to share with you our adventures about what's in store for our future.
그럼 화면 보여주시겠어요?
So without further ado, please take a look.
네, 지금 보시는 건 익숙한 모습일 건데요.
It would feel pretty familiar, isn't
네,
it?
검은 사막의 월드맵입니다.
It's Black Desert's current world map.
아마 모험가 분들이 이제 아직 나오지 않은 지역에 대한 기대감이 굉장히 크실 거라고 생각이 되는데요.
And I'm pretty sure that many of you are dying to know about the unreleased regions.
설산 파트 2라고 이야기하시는 끝없는 겨울의
The
사막,
areas shrouded with fogs,
그리고 마계로 알고 계시는
the region below the mountain of eternal winter, which some of you call Eternal Winter 2, and the region north of Valencia, known as Demon Land. Let me give you a short brief on the concept of these two regions.
이미지 먼저 보여주시겠어요?
Please show the images first.
지금 보시는 곳이 이제 끝없는 겨울의 산에 다음 이야기가 펼쳐질 곳인데요.
What you're seeing now is about the story that follows after the mountain of eternal winter,
정식 이름은 동트는 여명의 산입니다.
officially named Mountain of Dawnbreak.
이곳에서는 이제 카프라스 이야기와 함께 백층 던전 같은 한계에 도전한다 이런 느낌으로 좀 구성을 하고 있습니다.
In this area, you'll follow the story of Caphras and challenge your limits in the 100th floor dungeon.
다음은 이제 더 궁금해하실 마계인데요.
Next up is Demon Land.
자료를 잠깐 같이 보실까요?
Let's look at the screen one more time.
네, 마계입니다.
This is Demon Land.
아마 마계라는 표현보다는 마왕성 같은 느낌이 좀 더 어울릴 것 같아요.
I guess Demon Castle could be more fitting name.
다르게 전체 지역이 하나의 거대한 성처럼 보일 수 있도록 구현을.
Unlike any of the existing regions of BDO, we're designing the entire region to be a huge castle. You would venture to different parts of the castle to face new and different combat mechanics and steadily conquer your way through it. Now, once you reach the Demon Land, the map will be clear. The world map will be clear of shrouded areas. So, what comes after that?
저희는 이 다음 모험에 대한 고민을 굉장히 오래전부터 계속 해왔었습니다.
We've been thinking about this for quite some time, and we've tried various methods to create an endless epic adventure. We would venture out to sea, dug underground, and we even made a new faraway continent.
이런 시도 중에서 저희가 가장 상징적이고 파격적인
Of all these attempts, the most outlandish was the Magnus,
다른 세상. 그리고 그것을
a completely different world, connected via the Magnus.
우물을 통해서 다른 지역을 갈 수 있다. 뭐 이런 것도 있지만 새로운 모험을
We can use the wells and the Magnus to go to different regions, different locations, but also embark on new adventures. This is because the Magnus is a gateway to parallel worlds. In other words, it is a gateway to other realms. And now, through the Magnus, we can travel back in time.
그 목적지는 검은 사막
The
시대의
destination is
천년 전의 과거입니다.
the Black Desert world in thousands of years back in time.
화면 한번 보여주시겠어요?
Next, please.
지금 보시는 월드맵은 우리가 지금 살고 있는
The world map you're seeing now is a few thousand years back in time, during the era of the Edana.
저는 이제 모래가 가득 차 있는 발렌시아 지역이 푸른 초록초록.
The first thing I noticed was the Valencian desert is covered in lush greenery.
우리가 이제 모험해 왔던 다른 지역도 지금과는
And you'll probably notice that the other regions are slightly different from what we know.
네, 맞습니다. 저희
That's right.
검은 사막 뭔가 여러분
We are preparing to embark on an adventure to this continent of the past with you.
너무 멀리서 보니까 이제 감이 잘 안 오실 것 같아요.
Maybe we're a little too far away to see. Shall we take a look a little closer?
네, 이제 지금 보시는 게 발렌시아의 과거가 아닌 현재 발렌시아 모습이고요.
This is the current one, and
과거의 발렌시아의 모습.
this is the past.
초원이 펼쳐져 있는 곳이.
As you can see, in the past, Valencia was not a desert, but rather a vast green plain.
히스트리아 폐허가 아니었겠죠.
During that time, perhaps Histria must have been not in ruins, perhaps akin to what we know as Parthenon Temple.
이것처럼 이제 과거 대륙은 우리에게는 익숙한 곳처럼 보이지만은
The continents of the past may seem familiar to us, but they present a completely new world unfolding before us. What if an ancient city from a lost civilization stood where the capital Valencia now lies?
그러면은 지금 바다에 가라앉은 시크라이아 유적은 원래는 어떤 곳이었을까요?
What about Sikria? Where might the submerged ruins of Sikria be located in the past? Could they have been part of a continent like Atlantis?
그동안 우리가 이제 맞서왔던 뭐 아토르나 쿠툼이나 우르구는 어떻게 만들었어요?
And how were Ator, Kutum, Urgon created, and who made them? And what about the Black Spirit? Where did they come from?
어떻게 정착하게 됐을까요?
And how did they settle in the world of Black
이
Desert?
모든 물음들을 하나로 이어줄 수 있는 해답이 바로 에다나의 시대에 있습니다.
The answers to all these questions are found in era of Edana.
이제 저희는 이전까지 경험해보지 못했던 완전히 새로운
Now, we aim to continue a completely new adventure unlike anything we've experienced before.
To think we're going to experience the era of Edana from thousands of years ago. We have so much more story to uncover. I can't wait to learn more, Jay.
네, 저희가 지금 드린 이야기가 좀 너무 먼 미래라고 생각하실 수도
However, some people may think that the story I shared seemed distant and unrelated.
올해 이제 검은 사막이
That would be correct. It's a distant story.
앞으로 펼쳐나갈 새롭고 무한한
But as we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Black Desert this year, I wanted to share with you the new and infinite adventures that lie ahead. I hope that the story I introduced today has brought a bit of excitement to everyone, much like the image of the Black Desert world that was revealed 10 years ago. We still have so much more we want to show you. We will continue to do our best so that adventurers like you can keep exploring Black Desert with us.
Wow. When you first mentioned a demon land, I was so excited, but I was also wondering, where do we go next? It turns out that our adventure never ends. And one day I looked to take a trip into Magnus and find myself ended up 1,000 years ago in Valencia, but instead of a desert, it's a grassland. I really didn't expect that. Even though it's been 10 years since Black Desert launched, I'm really excited to see what the next 10 years holds. What do you think? We're excited for the next 10 years, everybody? Let's go! Wow, we've gone over so much today, but Jay, I think there was one thing that's still missing from everyone's bingo boards. I think you teased it earlier. Right, everyone? You know what? Yeah, right.
Yeah, of course. We should talk about the thing our adventurers want. This will be the last update from today's Heidel Ball, the thing I briefly mentioned for July's update earlier. It is what you've been all waiting for. Introducing Black Desert's 28th class, Dosa.
We've seen a lot of excitement and speculation from you all about the new class unveiled at the last Calpheon Ball. Your enthusiasm has been heartwarming, and we've put our all into this development. The 28th class coming soon to Black Desert is Dosa. Dosa is the second son of a noble family and enjoyed a prosperous childhood. However, at just 8 years old, his family was implicated in a treasonous plot, leaving him alone and just barely alive. After wandering aimlessly, he resorted to stealing food until he met someone in the marketplaces of Seoul. That person was Kang Hee, a master of the Sangdo school. Driven by his hunger, Dosa became her disciple and joined the Sangdo school. He initially disregarded her, treating her as a peer rather than a mentor. But upon learning that she too had suffered from the treason, witnessed the fall of her family, and was trying to revive the Sangdo school as its final heir, Dosa could see her genuine care towards him, and he began to follow her with sincerity. However, this happiness was short-lived as they were pursued by those hunting the descendants of traitors, which led to their eventual separation. And then, we'll conclude the story introduction here so that you may discover the rest of it for yourselves. It is a truly engaging narrative, so please look forward to it.
Dosa's main weapon, the Hondo, was wielded by Isun Shin, a renowned Joseon general. His pipe was inspired by the free-spirited image of Jeonu-chi, a renowned Do wielder during the Joseon dynasty. His unique characteristics draw from the harmony of luminous and umbral energy. The large Hondo symbolizes luminous energy, delivering swift, heat-filled attacks to enemies. His sub-weapon, a pipe, draws on the power of Do arts to summon the clouds while protecting its master with umbral energy by calling forth warriors of fog to shield him. Massive damage can be inflicted upon enemies by combining luminous and umbral energy into a singular powerful force, Taegeun. The main weapon, Hondo, is a large weapon which allows for precise movements and fluid skill combos, making it enjoyable even for beginners in Black Desert. With just a bit of practice, you will be able to continuously chain attacks. His sub-weapon, the pipe, is inspired by Unsa, the god of clouds from the Dongwon myth. It summons clouds to block visibility and summons fog generals and soldiers known as god soldiers to protect Dosa from his enemy. Unlike existing summons, the summoned fog generals and soldiers react differently depending on the number of surrounding enemies. Dosa follows on from Wusan Megu, embodying the essence of Korean culture. While we paid great attention to his appearance and concept, we also focused on making him fun to control and play. We will ensure everything is well prepared so that all adventurers can enjoy it. Let's conclude with Dosa's combat video. Thank you.
master said this is the place.
Sangdo is not without Gangi, and yet centipedes return. May the clouds formed by your blood bring peace to her soul!
너울거리는 기세 전열하라! 양이 사상 와토리 구름 뒤에 이수지는 달빛이 서량하구나.
Sword pipe guy, let's go! Let's go!
We currently are working hard to prepare the class. Dosa will be updated on July 3rd. And you can have a sneak preview on Global Lab June 28th. We hope you're excited for this update.
Well, I can't wait to play Sword Pipe Guy. I mean, Dosa, sorry. But I think we're really running out of time now. Do you have anything else prepared for our adventurers here?
So that was the last update we wanted to share with you. This year is Black Desert's 10th anniversary. That's why we're holding the ball in such a special location. So I have another gift for you. Let's take a look.
Oh. Well, there's, okay, a Primavera and Lovely Bloom and a whole bunch of favorite outfits there. Okay.
That's right. We created a costume box that holds 10 years of memories from Black Desert. You can choose one more. It's a small gesture, but we hope you like it. Actually, there's a bit more to the gift. We prepared a special login reward so that adventurers can continue to receive gifts after the Heidel Ball.
Okay, even a special login rewards too, and I think I spy a weapon exchange coupon. We've got, okay, mythical sensor there as well. 150 Vice of Falx. Okay, we're eating good.
And I believe I mentioned about the hammers as well.
Right, yeah, of course. The coupon code for the Jay's Hammer of Loyalty. Absolutely, okay. And there we have it. There we have it. Ball held in Heidel.
That's supposed to be the coupon code, I guess.
Yes.
Yes.
So, for the Pen Black Star, we'll let you know all that you need to know after next week's maintenance. And now, it's time for for us to wrap up Heidel Ball. Celebrating the 10th anniversary of Black Desert, Jae-hee, do you have, please share some final words for our adventurers today.
Thank you very much for your time being with us today. I always say this, but I sincerely thank you for the love and support you give to Black Desert. We hope you enjoy the Land of the Morning Light, Seoul, and the summer update. We are grateful to be here at Chateau de Beynac, Castle Beynac, the motif for Black Desert's Heidel, to meet and greet our adventurers. I felt at home here because it feels like I am in Heidel. It's like I'm talking to our adventurers here together at Heidel Castle. And our adventurers watching from home through streams, to me, felt like adventurers I would see every day in the in-game chat. I would like to take all the positive energy received today from adventurers here at Castle Beynac and return to Korea to continue work on the updates to come. And again, thank you very, very much for your time being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much, Jay, for joining us here in Castle Beynac. It has been such a pleasure to be here with you all and witness the next adventures in Black Desert. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye for now. Thank you, everyone.
What is Black Desert to you? At this very moment, countless adventurers are enjoying their own unique adventures in the world of Black Desert. Your adventure starts by growing your character and equipment through combat. But as time goes by, many of you embark on your own personal adventures. Some face off against the most powerful monsters, and some craft large ships and venture out to sea. Some explore every corner of the world to gain knowledge. And some enjoy cooking at home, or simply playing music on a rooftop in Velia. Many adventurers find happiness in their own style of play. Training horses, fishing, heading to dungeons with other adventurers, chatting with your guild members or friends, or hunting monsters for treasures. Some decorate their own residences or manors, while others quest to aid the villagers inhabiting the world of Black Desert. In life, we often feel the unspoken pressure to do what others are doing, to avoid making mistakes, and worry that if we don't follow the crowd, we might fall behind. Every choice you make as an adventurer is a meaningful and precious step. The path you choose to walk becomes your own path. Sometimes you may compare yourself to others or worry about inefficiency. But what does it matter? After all, it's your own adventure. Regardless of what anyone says, it's okay to walk a little slower. A world in which all adventurers are the protagonists, where every moment of your adventure holds meaning, and where you shine by just existing. The world of Black Desert, which will stay with adventurers forever.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on this keynote and the presentation for Heidel Ball 2024. Now, for the next part of the event, we are going to go downstairs where the, the grass area that you all went to next to